friends, my name is Hamid. Today I am working on this Kenmore oven. It's made by Frigidaire. The customer's complaint was that she saw a spark, then there was some burning smell. After that, the oven it's not maintaining its temperature. It does not go over 200 degrees. So at this moment the bacon broil is not working. I do not have to go through diagnostic to show you how the oven works and what's wrong with it exactly, but we know that the control board is blown on it, and I'm going to show you how to replace the control board. In order to replace the control board, we also have to remove the overlay. The overlay is the sticky part that sticks on the front of the control board. You have to remove that from the old control board and install it into the new one. By doing this, you will save about $45 extra. And if you don't want to save money, then you have to order your control board in overlay, because the control board does not come with the overlay touchpad. That black screen you can see does not come attached to the control board. So you always have to remove it and add it on the new control board, or you have to order the touchpad. It's called overlay. You have to order the overlay separately, the control board separately, and when you install it, you have to peel it off, stick it into the control board, and then after that you can reinstall your control board back in. To do this, we need our drill. You can use Phillips drill bit and Robertson. Of course, you need a drill. If you don't have a drill, you can always use a hand screwdriver. You need a hair dryer or a heat gun. I recommend using a hair dryer because it's a slow procedure and the safest way. You can always use heat gun if you know what you are doing, but I do not recommend using heat gun. Use a hair dryer to be on the safe side. And of course, we need a blanket to make sure we don't scratch the top of the oven when we are working on it. In order to replace the control board, we have to open the back of this unit. We need to pull the unit out, unplug it, and do all of this. In order to pull the unit out, you may want to add some protection on the floor, a plastic sheet or a cardboard or anything to protect the flooring. On this kitchen, I can see the floorings are completely different, strong built flooring. I do not think I need to use any kind of protection, but I will still be careful when I pull the unit out. I will hold it from the top front, lift it up a little bit, and then pull it out. That way there's not even 1% chances of scratching the floor here. The first thing I'm going to show you on this oven is the model and serial number, which is located right here. In order to order your parts, you need the model number, which starts with 970c653530. The unit is unplugged. When you go in a customer house, make sure you check the top of the oven glass, because some customers may use this but you don't know. So to make sure you don't burn yourself or your blanket, just check the top of the oven and then put your blanket. In order to open the back of the oven, we're only going to remove this top panel, not the bottom. We need a 1/4 inch drill bit. When you remove all the screws, this is the last screw you want to remove, but when you remove this screw, you have to hold this panel because it may fall down. So I'm going to put my knee here, open the screw, and now this panel is off. And this is the control board. Just to be on the safe side, I recommend you taking pictures before you open the oven apart, so that way if you make a mistake, you know what you did and you can look at the pictures and fix your mistakes and maybe add your wires back together. So we have to remove all of these connectors from here. In order to do that, at the bottom of the this connector, there's a small white color tab. There's a white tab, you press on it, this tab, you see, when you press on it, the mouth of this tab gets open and then it releases from the bottom of this area. So you press on it, it makes that small click noise. It's not necessary that this clip would make noise, but you will get the feeling that, yeah, it's good. So you hear that? You press on it and then it releases itself, disconnected. the second one. Please hold it from the connector itself. Do not pull it out from the wires, because if you disconnect the wires, on these units the wire usually doesn't get disconnected, but you do not want to take your chance on it, because if you pull the wire out from here, then it may give you a hard time. And the same thing on this one. You may want to put one of your fingers at the bottom and another one from the top and wiggle it back and forth, left and right. You pull it out. You remember there's 3 pins. Remember there's 3 pins and you got 2 wires, the way it looks. And the same thing here. Release it. And then you got the black wire. To remove the black wire here, which is on P5 connector right there, you can hold from the connector itself, or you can use a flat screwdriver from the side and pry it out. Because if you pull from the wire, you're gonna cause issues. So be very careful, take your time, use a flat screwdriver, pry it up, or hold it from this area very tight, and then wiggle it back and forth and pull it out. And then the last connector is here. This is our last connector, and we are going to do the same thing. You have to press on the tab. You hear that noise, and then pull it out. Once all your wires are disconnected, now it's the time to remove the control board. To remove the control board, you need Phillips drill bit. There's 4 screws we have to remove. 2 here, 2 over there, 1 there, 1 there. And when you remove the control board, see it looks empty. This is the old control board, and we're gonna have to remove this piece, this touchpad with the buttons. This is our new control board. You see the way the new control board is, does not have any touchpad. It's called overlay. We do not have this overlay, so we have to remove it from here, put it right here. And let me show you the part number on this. It's 316650000. This is the part number. Okay, so before we remove this, what I'm gonna do is I have to clean all of these debris. There's some grease and oil and everything. I got 2 kind of towels. Is it okay if I use this?
Oh yeah, or there's paper towels too.
Okay, so I will use one of this and a paper towel, not this one. You have to clean it really. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You have to clean it really good.
I can get a clean cloth too.
No, I think it's enough. Thank you.
Do you want glass cleaner?
No, it's good. Thank you. If it was really sticky, then I would use a glass cleaner. Otherwise, it's good. It just needs a little bit of wiping. Seems okay now. And now we're going to use the hair dryer. So we will be going back and forth on the side, back and forth on the top. Even if you just go back and forth from the top, it's okay, but if you go from the side, it's much better. If you look at it while I'm using this hair dryer, I'm also peeling it off from the corner, so that way it's more easier for me to peel off this overlay. And once you know it's warm, you can peel it off slowly. Remember the cold one, you may also want to warm it up a little bit. Make sure the top is clean. Sometimes these units would come with a plastic and on the display. You may want to peel off the plastic and remove it. But in some units they do not have that plastic, so don't worry if you don't see a plastic. And then hold your overlay on the corner straight and go down slowly. Stick it like that. Run your hand on it a couple of times. Sometimes you will make a mistake by adding this overlay. It may go a little bit far on this side. It's okay, it's not a big deal. Warm it up a little bit, peel it off again, and then go try it on the second time. If you didn't have success on the second time, you can always try it on the, keep trying it until you get the overlay sitting flat on the corner. You do not want the overlay corners sticking out from these sides. You want it to be a straight, flushed. Seems okay now. And now you can reinstall this control board back in. You want to add only 2 screws at first when you install the control board back in, and then when you get to the front of the control board, you want to make sure everything seems okay here, and then after that you go back again and reinstall 2 other screws. Once you confirm that the front looks okay, you can come to the back and install the 2 bottom screws, and then after that you have to add your connectors. When reinstalling this back panel, add your top screw first, the bottom screw, and then you can work on the rest of the screws. Yeah, it's getting already hot. So the control board is replaced on this unit. The first thing you want to do is you have to run your broiler on this unit to confirm if the heat is working or not. Because this unit has a hidden bake element. If you turn on the bake element, it's going to take a couple of minutes before you feel if the oven is working or not. But if you run the broil, you set up your clock after that, start the broil within 5 seconds. You put your hand on the broil element and you will feel the heat. So be careful with the broil because it comes on very quickly. You do not want to burn your hand. If you got within 5 seconds, if you touch the broil, you're going to feel the heat, and that's how you know that it's working. I wouldn't recommend you just checking the broil and leaving the customer house. Make sure everything is okay and the customer is happy with the service you're providing. As please run the oven for 10-15 minutes extra or until it reaches 350 degrees. I would select bake option on 350 and keep eye on it, and in the meantime you can talk to your customer about other appliances if they need help or some basic maintenance on their dishwasher or on fridge or stuff like that. By the time you finish talking with the customer, it's gonna hit the perfect 350, and then that's how you know that the oven is working fine. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share it with others. You can also follow me on Facebook. It's called Hamid Appliances Repair. Thank you. Okay. So that's, you can see the broiler is working now. 350.